All right, so I know I want to play another game later in a little bit. So I'm going to warm up on some puzzles. Let's try some puzzles today. Okay, so this is a pawn that's getting ready to promote. So we definitely have to figure out how to make sure we stop that. I am black pieces. I'm down in material. So first thought is the simple one. Go ahead and get over here and block this pawn. However, this is a pattern to learn. So if I were to go here, this rook then comes down here. My rook is screwed because either I can capture, but then that allows the pawn to capture with promoting, or I'm here, he comes down here, I do nothing, he just simply captures my rook for free. So this is something that we need to keep an eye on. He's got a pawn that's promoting and it's protected. And then he's got a second rook to come down here and throw a monkey wrench into things. So that's not going to work. So barricading that pawn is not the way. What about coming here? Puts this king in check. The king can't go here, but the king can't go here. So their king has to run that way. Okay. Okay. That it forces this king to go to that square. Okay, so the king is there. My king is barricading those 2 points. My bishop would be slicing that diagonal. That becomes checkmate. I think. Apparently not. All right. Well, let's try reversing the move order. Let's see what happens if we reverse. No. Okay, so that wouldn't work. All right, so our brain is not working as far as puzzles go now. Oh, we can come this way. Which, why is that important? Because these are already blocked. So why was this bishop going this direction important? Do you guys see it? Because I don't. So if my bishop were here instead slicing this way, I come here. It ends up the same thing, doesn't it? What am I missing? Yes, this says it's checkmate in 3, but what if I were to go here? Oh, because the bishop can escape, because the king can now escape that way. Right, because I have blocked off. Okay, so that's why it's important, because now I have blocked off this rook. So, okay, this puzzle took me way too long, and I completely missed it. So let's try the next puzzle. All right, so they have taken a pawn. Lots of material still on the board. Looks like we're even in material except for this pawn that I just went down. So white pieces went down a pawn. What do we have here? 2 attackers, 1 defender. Seems pretty straightforward. Yeah, so they went up a pawn, I went up a knight. They traded a knight for a pawn. That seemed pretty easy. All right, next one. Okay, so they have taken a rook. Now on these puzzles, typically these puzzles, one thing to keep in mind when you're doing them, at least that I've noticed, is that If the opponent has taken material, typically then you are looking for a step up in material. So if they've taken a rook, then most likely this puzzle is asking me to take either their queen or their king. I've got a pair of bishops doing some serious work here. This is my first. Now let's look at this. So he's taken a rook. I can take a knight, and I've pinned that rook. That rook can't go anywhere, so that looks like it. So now, for trading away their rook, I've gotten a rook and a knight. Now all I have to do is move this guy out of the way somewhere. Notice that this bishop now can only go in a couple places. Can't go here because the king would take. Can't go there because the rook would take. Can't go there because the rook would take. Only available square is there. That's a pretty straightforward, easy puzzle. All right, one more. Let's do one more to get warmed up. One more to get warmed up, and then we'll go straight to a game. So again, my opponent has taken a bishop, or taken a piece, so it looks like I'm looking for a major piece. I'm looking to go take their queen or a rook, possibly a straightforward checkmate, but I'll be looking at these as part of this puzzle pattern. So I am the white pieces, black pieces. Black pieces are way up in material right now. Yeah. So that being said, we need to look for a pretty big advantage. So this queen is proposing a pretty deadly, but we can't go anywhere on those squares because they're all protected. So my queen would have to somehow get around back here somewhere. So that's not going to work. I don't know, guys. This is not as simple as I thought it would be. Putting a rook behind my passed pawn does not seem to work because that square is covered. All right, let's look and see, where could this knight go? This knight could go here, which is covered, here, which is fine. They could just straight up take. So no, we're not trapping that knight anywhere. Ha. So I could just straight up take here because that threatens checkmate there. My opponent's only move in that case, notice that it doesn't matter which square the king is on. When my queen is here, it's checkmate either way. So my opponent's only move is to take back that pawn, which gives me a free queen. So that's the puzzle. There we go. So that was a good one. All right. So I'm gonna stop the video there. I think these are some good puzzles to look at. I hope you guys try some puzzles too, see how they go. But this is a good kind of wake up, good kind of way to get started on the day. Get your mind going, get your mind in gear. All right, talk to you later.